Months after being elevated to the #2 position at CPS Energy, questions continue about the behavior of Fred Bonniwell. Records obtained by our defenders show before he was promoted to chief operating officer this summer, even though the executive was hounded by professional complaints, he avoided any sort of real discipline. The Night Team's Dylan Collier on the corporate culture at CPS Energy and how one powerful voice says it's time to pull back the curtain.
I just want to point out that less than 30 minutes ago, KSAT broke a story.
Last month, on the eve of City Council approving a record $3.1 billion budget, District 1 Councilman Mario Bravo quoted from a defender's investigation as he reiterated his stance that the time is now to scrutinize how the city's power company operates.
Gee, we can't wait 6 months to begin those studies.
The first-term councilman's request for an independent study into CPS's management structure and culture, however, was rebuffed and will instead be discussed by a city committee at a later date. Bravo, a longtime critic of the opaque nature of the public utility, says his intent is to get CPS Energy to be more accountable and transparent.
So those comments were based on my interactions with CPS Energy and frustrations I've encountered, and also the interactions of other people who I know who have relayed those messages to me.
If searching for a case study on the corporate culture at CPS, perhaps look no further than Chief Operating Officer Fred Bonniwell.
A very experienced energy professional.
Prior to being described by President and CEO Paula Gold Williams in June as a hands-on leader who raises the bar, Bonniwell was the subject of at least 8 internal complaints between the start of 2018 and May 2020. 5 of them were substantiated or led to Bonniwell receiving ethics coaching or a talking to from Gold Williams. Of those 5, 4 were related to Bonniwell's spending at work. CPS officials confirm in the 5th incident, Bonniwell opened an early morning meeting in late October 2018 by asking, quote, "Where are all of the Mexicans?" End quote. Despite an ethics complaint stemming from that incident later being substantiated, Bonniwell's only apparent consequence, according to records, was a conversation between him and the CEO. Bonniwell's personnel file covering his nearly 7 years with the utility does not include a single document in the corrective action section.
I don't understand how CPS Energy would allow somebody like him to move up and get promoted.
This woman, who we'll call Beth, asked us to conceal her voice and identity to protect her anonymity at her new job. Beth served as Bonniwell's executive assistant from January to May last year. What was it like working for Fred Bonniwell?
It was not a comfortable situation. It was not something that I'm used to, and I've been an assistant supporting chiefs for over 20 years, and I've never had someone treat me, and pretty much I felt like a ghost.
Within 2 weeks of starting, Beth said she was contacted by the utility's ethics department and told Bonniwell was being investigated for possible misuse of a utility purchasing card. Weeks later, with the country in the grips of a COVID-19 lockdown, Beth said she got a call from one of Bonniwell's chiefs of staff.
Like my second day working remote, I was called by his chief of staff and said, why didn't I provide lunch for Fred?
Beth said she was forced to emerge from isolation and search a desolate downtown, foraging for food for her boss, even though CPS's building at the time had its own cafeteria. She eventually arranged for a caterer at CPS to prepare meals for the executive.
Honestly, he made me feel like I didn't have a purpose there. Like my only purpose was to get him coffee and get his meals. I'm like, I'm not a servant. I'm an assistant.
These allegations, filed by Beth with corporate compliance and ethics a day before she resigned last year, detailed the COVID meals incident and outlined specific issues she saw and how Bonniwell used his purchasing card. The 4th time in 15 months, someone had come forward to lodge a complaint about Bonniwell's purchasing habits. Beth said ethics never provided her an update.
I think we've seen a lot of reason to give us concern, and that's why I think we need this study.
For the defenders, Dylan Collier, KSAT 12 News.
CPS officials did not respond to repeated requests to make Bonniwell available for an interview. The utility handed over purchasing records for Bonniwell and members of his staff last week. But so far, they have failed to provide receipts from those transactions.